Today on the channel, we're back, and better than ever, with Eric Bischoff, Ruthless Aggression, Mattel Elite.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a special one that's been evading me for a little bit. It is the Ruthless Aggression Walmart exclusive Mattel Elite Eric Bischoff. But for all your figures that are not Walmart exclusives, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Eric Bischoff, like I said, he has been avoiding me. And a lot of it has to do with my area not getting any of the Walmart. We're seeing all over Facebook groups, things like that. Walmart's getting Ruthless Aggression straight cases, getting pallet displays with Elite 100, Elite 101, I think even some Elite 99 maybe, some SummerSlam Elites, of course Ruthless Aggression Elites, so a lot of stuff hitting Walmarts, including Ultimate Ray, Ultimate Eddie Guerrero. So I would have to think the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a lot of that stuff out of retail. So patience, it's a virtue, but you know how it is. Once there's blood in the water, I'm like a piranha. I'm trying to find these. And I did hit up 12 Walmarts in one day on the search for this. And it was the very last Walmart I went to is where I came across old Easy-E. Can you believe that? Just happy to have it over with, happy to have it done. And that's the thrill of the hunt. If you go on the first store and you find it, it's fun, it's great to have the hunt over, but there's something about being on the hunt, and it's been that way since I was a little kid. My dad was that way. It's just something fun about that, and I'm sure if you're a hardcore figure hunter, you know it's not always fun to find something right away. It's like putting that work in. It feels like it's a better reward that way, and that's where we are with this Eric Bischoff figure here today. Happy to have all the Ruthless Aggression figures done, for now at least. And now we turn our attention on the channel here for those Ultimate Edition Ray and Eddie's. I guess we'll be on the hunt for those. But let's take a look at old Eric Bischoff. How about this one? First time in the line is a Walmart exclusive. A little bit of a head scratcher if you ask me, but very cool to get Eric Bischoff figures in the Mattel Elite style. Of course, no stranger to figures. We had many in Jax, and we'll compare those later on in this video. He also had Toy Biz figures. So Eric Bischoff, no stranger to figures, but definitely a stranger to Mattel. Love the first time in the line, and we know already it's not last time in the line as we're getting an Ultimate Edition Eric Bischoff with the Nitro ring. No stage for that, as we do know. We do get a little glamour shot action right there. WWE logo, Elite, Ruthless Aggression. Love how he's posed in the box here with the little fingers over to his cheeks there. Very, very Eric Bischoff. Monday Night Raw style Eric Bischoff. And then up in the corner here, you get a second head, which is a very cool touch. And we're going to do some stuff with that in this very video as well. But the time where he was officiating Billy and Chuck's wedding, he gave the massive reveal. And a lot of times we know there's something, the jig is up from the get-go. That was one of those ones where we were a little bit unsure what the heck was really going on. It was quite the reveal at the time. Very cool to get that as a second head. A 2-in-1 figure, as some may say there. There's old Easy Eric Bischoff looking only like an Eric Bischoff could look in the Ruthless Aggression Mattel Elite Walmart exclusive line right there. And the Mattel Elite logo down low, WWE logo up high. On the side, Ruthless Aggression Mattel Elite Certified Authentics True Effects Eric Bischoff playing all the hits on the back of the package. And we get to the back there he is, back in black. Got the black leather coat going on. Got the tail of the tape, got the blurb, got the big cross sell, of course, Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin. We already unboxed on the channel. Go back if you missed those reviews. Check those out. But let's see what it says about our friend Eric Bischoff from Detroit, Michigan. Absolutely beautiful this time of year. And today, literally for lunch, I had some Little Caesars. All the kids love their Little Caesars. I dabble. But of course, Little Caesars from Detroit, Michigan. Height, 5'10", weight 195 pounds. Career highlights, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. He's back, and better than ever. The unthinkable happened when former WCW President Eric Bischoff became WWE Raw General Manager. What a time to be alive that was, really, at the end of the day. It was an awesome deal. Loved Eric over there on Raw. It was just very, very cool. There it is, that Ruthless Aggression background. We've seen that before as well. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Here he is, old Eric. Looks like he's locked in at the arms. Not the legs, though, just the arms. And we got all kinds of extra hands with him. We also get a microphone, which is very fitting to get a microphone with him. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then we talked about that extra head. You got to have that extra head for old Eric Bischoff. I'm here for that. There we go. And that's a big extra head. It's a very big one. Well, we're going to pull it out here. All right, this one is going to be a little tight. This one's a little challenging here. It's deep in there. It's a short one. There we go. All right, now we got it. See you later. Goodbye. And there it is. See you later. Goodbye once again. All right, we're down to business here with old Eric Bischoff. Very interesting, and we're going to talk about it here in a second. Uh-oh, plastic, see you later, goodbye. We do get the WWE Ruthless Aggression microphone, and we've got them in a lot of these Ruthless Aggression figures. A lot of talking going on in the Ruthless Aggression era. Every single one of these has kind of been warped out of the package as well, but it is your standard Mattel WWE microphone. Looking good. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Then we get down to the hands. No fists of fury for Eric Bischoff. He's not throwing a fist to anybody. He's not going to do it, but he does got the long ricochet hands here, I guess. So we do got that going on. We've seen these many a times. Of course, your standard open hands here. Got to have those to hold the microphone, no doubt about that. And then you get Eric Bischoff here with his two hands, kind of the pointing here. So he's got the two pointing fingers. Very cool that they have him pointing like this in the package. I think that is really awesome. I'm here for that. I like it for mint on card collectors. I think that looks really good if you're a mint on card collector for sure. Now, the first thing I noticed on this jacket here, very, very much reminds me of Ruthless Aggression, Jack's Ruthless Aggression. Let me say that, but it has like a glisten to it, almost like a, dare I say, a Jack's sticky disease. It looks just like that, but fortunately for us, this is not sticky in any way. But a very interesting jacket. One thing I noticed just moving that, I like that they painted black all the way under the armpits, because we do see vests, of course, you see the white from the undershirt, and it looks kind of weird if the arm's up. This one, you're not going to have that problem because they painted even deeper in there. So I'm here for that. I like that. That's something we don't see very often. But definitely at the end of the day, it's Eric Bischoff. There is no doubt in my mind, if you see this head sculpt, it's Eric Bischoff. Got the famed part down the middle, the black hair before it went gray, of course, or he's probably dyeing it at this time. You got the nice teethy smile there, a couple of dimples going on. He's got 2 ears, 2 eyes, and a nose like a normal human being, I guess. But definitely looking good in the head sculpt department. I got zero issues with this head sculpt. Very, very cool. I like the way it looks. I like everything about this Eric Bischoff, and I'm sure we're going to see this head a time or two before things are all said and done. I can see him in some of the pay-per-view lines, of course. Best of the Monday Night Wars line. We know there's an Ultimate Edition coming. There's a lot of different Eric Bischoff figures that I think could be coming our way over the next couple of years, I would imagine. The jacket is removable. You really wouldn't want to do that, though, because of, like I said, the paint not really matching up, being a little bit strange there. I guess before we get too deep into it, let's look at this extra head sculpt here. Very cool, old man, crazy head sculpt. It reminds me of Dan Aykroyd in... what was that movie in the 90s? Nothing But Trouble? Was that what it was? A Digital Underground? Humpty Dance going on there? Am I dreaming that? I think that's kind of what he looks like. Maybe I'll find the picture and put it up here. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I like that he's got the tongue kind of just sitting there on his mouth. Got the teeth going on, the big bulbous nose. You got the eyes back there. You got the blonde hair. Definitely an interesting looking head sculpt here. And like I said, I had some ideas here. Well, I have a few extra suited bodies laying around. I actually grabbed the Corey Graves figure here. I took the hands off of it. I took the head off of it. And I'm going to turn this, like I said, a 2-in-1 figure. I'm going to put these here together. I got some work to do, though. I got to clean up that tattoo on the neck with a little bit of acetone. You got to be careful there. But this looks pretty good as far as a suited body. I feel I need a suited body. Not two Eric Bischoffs. I need a suited body for him as a reverend minister or whatever he was going to be. And then I'm going to put these hands on it here. So we get 2 extra hands. He'll have the ricochet hands for now, at least. For now. If I can get him in there. Yeah, come on. There we go. All right, so now it's like we got Eric Bischoff here in Preacher Eric Bischoff. A little 2-in-1 action, like I said. I'm here for that. Very, very cool idea. Of course, you can very easily buy another Eric Bischoff, use this if you want to, or just buy one Eric Bischoff and move your head around if you need to back and forth. But thought that was a cool idea there, a little Eric Bischoff as a reverend, as a minister. But let's walk through the articulation on this Eric Bischoff figure real quick. Arms go all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Hands, of course, as we know, are removable, back forth, side to side. He's got the traditional elite ab crunch going on, waist articulation, head back forth, side to side. Of course, head will be removable. We'll do some glamour shots with that head on this body as well. We do get those big old Eric Bischoff splits if you need them. Thigh cut. Double jointed knees, of course, got the pins in the knees. And then you got the ankles back forth, side to side, a little bit side to side right there. You got kind of the boot cut going on. Does he fit on a ringside Mattel stand? What do you know? Fits perfectly. Make sure you get the Mattel stand. Make sure you use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% right there. Not a bad Easy E. It's the first Easy E, which is an interesting one, of course, from the Ruthless Aggression era. I don't know if that's the most iconic version. I don't think it is. I think it's either announcer, but most likely probably NWO is the most iconic Eric Bischoff. But I can see us getting a WCW announcer. I can see us getting one in like his motorcycle gear. I could see one in his karate gear, of course. You could get a couple of different ones from the Ruthless Aggression era. Heck, you can throw it all the way back to AWA announcer interviewee Eric Bischoff if you really need to. So there's a lot of different angles they could definitely take for this figure. And I did talk about earlier, we did get a lot of them from the Jakks Ruthless Aggression era. And I'm not exactly sure what this one's trying to be. My best guess is it is this Survivor Series Eric Bischoff. I mean, that's probably the closest one, but he does have a Survivor Series shirt on this one. It is plain here. I don't know if they left this one plain just to kind of give it a little bit of extra pizzazz or something. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely an interesting one, and that's the one that most likely I think they're comparing to. But we also got one in, of course, a Raw shirt, but that would be a black shirt instead of white, so that is different. And then we did get one in a straight-up red shirt. Of course, this was a variant back in the day in the old Ruthless Aggression line. So very interesting to see that one here. But this isn't even all the Jakks Ruthless Aggression figures. We got the karate suit one. You got the referee one. We got a suited gray hair one. I mean, there was a couple of other ones beyond that as well in the Ruthless Aggression line. So Eric Bischoff is absolutely no stranger to action figures, but very cool to get him here after all these years. And I can't wait for the NWO ones and all that other stuff to put on my NWO shelf. But I guess this one for now is going to be the Ruthless Aggression era Eric Bischoff for me. But I think this is a great figure. This is probably the best or top three, we're going to say, but maybe the best one of the Ruthless Aggression line so far, just because of the 2-in-1 aspect and Eric Bischoff finally getting a figure after all these years. You can't really ask for much more at this point, as so many people have been done, and it's not very often we get a first time in the line true Hall of Famer like Eric Bischoff. So man, I'm here for this one. Obviously, this can be a tough pickup. The case I found, there was only one Eric Bischoff in a case of 8, so he is going to definitely be short-packed. He is definitely going to be hard to find. So keep your eyes peeled at your Walmart stores. Seems like they're trickling in right now. If you're like me in the Midwest, I got one of like 14 stores that have hit. We'll see what happens in the next week or so if we can find some more Eric Bischoffs out there. But be on the lookout, and of course, we know an Ultimate Edition is around the corner as well. Wouldn't be shocked to see that at San Diego Comic-Con here in a couple of weeks. So there it is, the Mattel Eric Bischoff first time in the line figure. What do you think about this figure? All in on this figure, all out, passing, gonna wait for the Ultimate, not real sure, don't care about Eric Bischoff? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day. And we got even more content for you on the Patreon, including early access to videos, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, dog stuff. You name it, it's all over there on the old Patreon. And it is truly your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Eric Bischoff and the Ruthless Aggression era, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.